Burning Spearhead here again, bringing you another black and white Wi-Fi battle. This one was against someone called BIGBANG on the Serebii forums, and he was just boasting about how the fact he could beat absolutely everyone. And this went on for about 15 minutes, so I decided to just challenge him, see if he is any good. And he, of course, he was like, "Oh, don't bitch and whine in DC if you lose." No, not if you lose, when you lose. So I was like, well, as long as you don't do the same if I beat you. So, and he's like, well, that's not going to happen. So, well, we'll see. So he leads off with a Cresselia, which is cool. But I lead off with my Weavile, which is good because I've got the type advantage here. So I just go for the Night Slash right off the bat, as he switches into his Durant, which obviously resists that. And Night Slash does get a crit, I think. Yeah, and that does that much with a crit. So I just want to see how much a Brick Break does. And that does nothing to this Durant as he Thunder Waves me, which is... I did not know Durant could learn Thunder Wave. But I know I can take an Iron Head, because I'm sashed, because Weavile is proud as hell. I do, obviously, that does bring me down with my sash, and I get paralysed, so that's a nuisance. So I'll just go for the Ice Shard here, get some more damage off on his Durant. Weavile isn't all that much use paralysed, so I'll just leave him into die here. So he's got the 1-0 advantage at the moment, but his Durant is at about 50%. So I go into Charizard here, partly to scare him out, but partly also to maybe tempt him into going to Thunder Wave if he's jolly or something. So I go into Electivire, hoping to absorb a Thunder Wave, but he's scared off by Charizard, switches into his Absol. So he's obviously faster than me because he's Absol, and he mean looks me, which is interesting. As I just Thunderbolt him. I probably should have Focus Blast there, but I guess I wasn't thinking. So now he Baton Passes. So he's Baton Passed his mean look into his Rotom Cut. Straight into a Focus Blast, because I know Focus Blast would have killed. And the Rotom takes that pretty well. Obviously I can't switch out here. So he just hits me with the Leaf Storm. That doesn't even bring me down to the red. So, okay. I just Flamethrower here because it's super effective on this Rotom. It doesn't quite take him out though. As he takes me out with the Leaf Storm. I was hoping maybe he would miss, maybe? But, no. It doesn't. Leaf Storm's got like 95 accuracy, I think. Same as Draco Meteor and Overheat and Psycho Boost and all that good stuff. So I switch into my Porygon 2 here, as he withdraws and sends in his Durant to take the Ice Beam. But I actually went for the Tri-Attack, which is, well, I suppose worse. Well, it's better than going for an Ice Beam certainly on the Durant, and that does a lot. As he withdraws again into his Absol, as I T-Bolt, and that does all right to this Absol, but he does get the Power Hacks, which is key. So now I will outspeed him and take him out with the Tri-Attack. So that Absol goes down. I'm not sure what that thing had in terms of attacks, but I guess we'll never find out now. So he sends in his Cresselia. I'm pretty sure I can't do anything to this Cresselia, so I switch into Metagross, because those things are usually especially bulky. But he actually can't Mines, so that tells me he's probably max HP, max defense. Which is what most Cresselias are. He sends up a second Carmine here as I go for the Meteor Mash, because it's literally the only thing I can hit this Cresselia with. Zen Headbutt is resisted, it's got Levitate, and Meteor Mash is my strongest move anyway, with Stab, etc. And that gets another crit, I think. Yeah, get another crit, but it doesn't matter, he moonlights most of that off anyway. And as I go for the mash again, and that's going to do obviously less because it doesn't get a crit this time. But here's key: I get the attack raise. So he goes to the Psychic. So I'm thinking that's his only attacking move. Maybe he's got Toxic as well. But he's Life Orb. Life Orb Crest. That's a bit weird, to be honest. So I go for the mash again, +1 now. Doesn't quite take him out. But here I just bullet punch to take this Crest out. I'm not sure whether he expected a bullet punch or not, but doesn't matter. Crest goes down. That, well, it wasn't all that threatening because I had my Metagross. But so here it brings in his HAX Rush. Now I know I can take an Earthquake because I'm max HP and I've got pretty good defense. Metagross got pretty good natural defense. So he does go for the Earthquake. And it doesn't take me out. It doesn't even put me in the red. That's a Life Orb. Life Orb Haxorus. I go for the mash and that misses. So that would have done a lot to this Haxorus. +1 Meteor Mash. I'll just bullet punch here. Sure, he's going to take me out with another Earthquake, but he doesn't. He goes for the Brick Break. And because that's less base power, it's not super effective, etc., that's not going to take me out. So the Bullet Punch and Life Orb recoil is really racking up on this Haxorus now, which is good for me. Because that means I can come and revenge kill it with something. It's at this point I'm kind of regretting leaving Weavile to die, because I didn't come and Ice Sharded this Haxorus. But I do have Charizard, who is Scarfed. So I just finish him off with the Air Slash, just in case he wanted to switch something, and critical hit definitely didn't matter. Definitely not. Rotom comes in now, and I see he outspeeds me with hits me with a Thunderbolt. So I'm pretty sure this thing's Scarfed now, because he wouldn't have outsped my Charizard if he wasn't Scarfed. Seeing as my Charizard is Scarfed. So I'm switching to Porygon 2 here, knowing I can take a T-Bolt. And I do take the T-Bolt, but I get Power Hacks, and that's some key hacks there. Paralyze with the Thunderbolt. So go for the try attack, take out that Rotom. So it brings in Durant. Misses his Iron Head. I'm pretty sure that thing that's Hustle, because I'm pretty sure Iron Head has got 100 accuracy. So I suppose it's bound to happen eventually that he would miss his Iron Head, because Durant has Hustle. So he sends in his last, which is Poliwrath. And he unprotected Focus Punch. So I was like, well, that's fine. Oh no, Power Hacks. That's where the Paralyze from the Thunderbolt came in. But I suppose I got Power Hacks on his Absol. So Focus Punch doesn't quite KO, but he finished me off with a Blizzard. So I was like, dude, Blizzard? Really? On a Poliwrath? But he's like, yeah, what? It's a good move. Poliwrath's got crappy special attack. So I bring in my last, which is my Hydreigon. Again, I always seem to save this to the last. Like Draco Meteor here, but I think Poliwrath's got some decent HP, so he lives that. But he's not going to live a second one. As he Blizzards, I don't know, Lifeorb is really working on this Hydro gun now. Over specs. I like it, but what am I saying? He misses his Blizzard. I know that wouldn't have taken me out because it's a freaking Poliwrath. It can't kill anything with Blizzard unless it's on 14 HP. I'd finish him off with a another Draco here. Poliwrath goes down, and that is the end of the game. So I suppose that was a good game. Again, 1-0 to me in the end. And you know what? This guy who told me not to bitch and whine, at the end of the battle said, oh well, I went easy on you, I've got like 10 better teams than that anyway. So, and if I had gone for Focus Punch with Poliwrath at the end on your dragon, I would have won. And then spent 10 minutes trying to convince me that because he was slower, Focus Punch would have hit. So if you ever see him around on Serebii forums, chat, do go tell him how Focus Punch works. So I hope you enjoyed the battle, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, etc, etc, and I will see you guys soon.